Hello, welcome once again to 360 degree channel, live in a rounded form. What we are learning together this morning, it's how to take care of our clothing or fabrics, whichever one you choose to call it. Clothing are the things you wear, your tops, your skirt, your pants for the men, dresses and all that, including your undies. Pardon me. Don't mind my background. This is the best place I can get a perfect sound for you in my house. So just cope with me for now. By the time we get to a stage where we'll be shooting from the studio, then we enjoy it together. So this morning we want to look at how to take care of our clothing. You want to agree with me that after this COVID-19 holiday, the listing that will be on your list of priority should be changing your wardrobe for now, or changing any of your clothing. I'm sure through this holiday you will have learned that investment is one of the best things we can put our money on, especially investment in essential things like water, like drug, like foods, transportation and all that. So we want to see how we can manage what we have for now, how we can best take care of them. And I want you to enjoy this clip as we go together quickly, because the video is going to take a long time a bit. It's a long if you can't finish today, maybe what to do is I will do another video for the concluding part of this section. How do we take care of our clothes? I want to say we have different types of fabrics, as you will know, especially with the women. We have silk, we have cotton, we have corduroy, jeans, and the likes. We have clothes that we have chiffon clothing. We have different type of materials that we use for our clothing, and we have different colors of clothing as well. So I'm going to segment this presentation into about 5 or 6 topics under which we can take care of our clothing. I will be judiciously looking at each of them. It's better, I will make sure we understand what we are trying to say here than rushing the clip. So the first thing we are going to consider in taking care of our clothing, pardon me, I'm going to wash my hand after all. I've washed my hand before now, so don't be scared. I'm safe. The first thing we are going to be looking at in taking care of our clothing is the washing aspect. Because for every cloth you have now, to keep them clean, you have to keep washing and keep washing. As you use them, you have to keep washing them. Then in washing your clothes, there are a few things you need to consider to maintain the longevity of the cloth, and one of them is the type of soap you use. In the market today we have different type of soap. Basically we have 2 types of soap. We have the detergent and soap, then we have the bar soap. The detergent are the one that looks like salt or our normal sugar that we use at home, while the bar soap are the one that are solid, those are the solidified soaps. It's not every cloth that you use detergent to wash, and it's not every cloth that you use the bar soap to wash. I'm not going to tell you this particular bar soap, though I have one that I've been faithful to for the past about I think I met my sister using the soap and I like it. So for the past about 20-25 years now, I've been using the soap, and it's been very good for me, though I'm not going to tell you the name here. But you choose whichever one is good for you or whichever one is available in your area. But I'm going to segment that. The bar soap that we have today, some people use this bar soap to wash all these our tops. We use it to wash dark clothes. We use it to wash our children wears, those beautiful cotton wears. We use all these bar soap to wash them. I am not saying they are not too good for them, but what I'm saying is bar soap is very good for native. And when I say native, I mean native in terms of laces, in terms of Ankara, in terms of all these our net laces that we wear now, all those Guinea, those type of clothes are the one I categorize under natives. They are best with a bar soap. They are best with bar soap. And when I mean bar soap here, I'm not saying any kind of bar soap. We have some of this bar soap that the level of caustic acid in them is very high, and it damages the clothes. But you check the market and check the makeup of the clothes. The soap, rather, clothes is just coming into my mouth. Makeup of the soap, and see which one that the soda content is very low. I think that is the best type of soap for your native. I know there are some companies that make detergent soap that are very good for native too. I can't remember. There's a particular one I normally use for my children. I can't remember the name now. They do the detergent for bright clothes, then they do detergent for dark colored clothes. If I remember, even before we finish this clip, I will tell you, or in the next clip, I'm going to tell you the name. So for those who use washing machine, for your dark clothes, you can use the one that is made for dark clothes. Then for your bright colored clothes, make sure you use the one that is meant for heat, or you use the normal detergent that we can see around. We have Ariel, we have Omo, we have Clean, and all those sorts. You can pick any of them that is good for you and that is available in your area to wash your bright clothes. And when I say bright clothes, I mean clothes that are white in color, clothes that are pink in color, clothes that are maybe your tops, all those shirts that we wear to offices and all that. Don't mind me, I'm sweating. There's no AC inside this car, but the sound will be okay for yourself and myself. So you know those clothes are the one I called, those bright colors that we have, yellow color to clothes, even red. I'm not going to categorize red under bright color, because red sometimes washes, even when they are cottons, they wash. So I will advise you still use the the one that is not soft bar soap to wash your red. As in soft, I mean in the sense that those of we call it mild. Yes, in soap making they call it mild soap. Mild soap. Some they bear that name. They write it on the package of the soap. They call it mild soap. Those ones are very good for red clothes, and sometimes all this deep yellow clothes is very good too. Then not to waste time, then another thing in washing that we must note is sorting our clothes. Some people just pack clothes, red, black, different type of colored soap. They pack it together and wash together. Learn to sort your clothes before you wash them. Don't wash bright colored clothes with dark colored clothes, so that you don't have the colors in the dark colored clothes rubbing on the white colored clothes, so that you can maintain the color of that cloth. The color is part of the beauty of the cloth, so you can keep the color bright, you can keep the color same. Not that you are wearing a yellow cloth and we are seeing patches of red cloth on it, or patches of black cloth on it. Very soon you will stop using that cloth, and that's a waste of money. So learn to sort your clothes before you wash them. Then you can note your water texture too. What is the texture of the water? Water have some water have iron in them. Some water have some things like oil in them. Some waters are not so clean. Those waters can, depending on the area where so many people have challenges with water. Depending on the area where you stay, you can allow the water to settle down before you use it to wash your clothes if they are too dirty. Then you can also, even if you use dirty water for dark colored clothes, the dirt will stay on the clothes and will make your clothes look not so neat. So you want to check the water that you use for to wash your clothes. Then another thing you want to do is to check the way you squeeze your clothes. There are some clothes that have a rubber knitted into the wool or the thread that is used to make them. And when you over squeeze such clothes, you cut out the rubbers. And before you know it, the cloth will get slack. You just wonder what happened to this cloth. It's the way you squeeze them. Even in ready-made, you see that some of these clothes that we get abroad, some of them, they will write at the back, at the label side, that it will be soft wash. soft wash. Some they write do not squeeze. Do not squeeze. So when you see things like that, especially those who buy clothes abroad, you take note of them. They are for a specific purpose. Then for we at home too, you squeeze. You don't squeeze jean. You don't squeeze you don't squeeze chiffon the way you will squeeze jeans and all that. You don't squeeze silk the way you will squeeze guinea. Don't mind my face. I will try and add a little smile to my face. You watch how do you squeeze your clothes? Then clothes, I will advise that you want to squeeze your clothes from the water, hold the head, the neck part and the shoulder part together up, then squeeze straight down like that. I think it's better. Then you fold it into two like that and squeeze. It's not too good for you to just pack clothes, not minding where you just take it from the water and squeeze and all that. It's not too good. It will destroy your fabrics or your clothing in time. Then it will make you to want to buy another one quickly. Then another thing you will check is the I think I've talked about that, sorting of the colors. Separate dark colors from light colors before washing. Even when you put in washing machine, you will still need to separate those colors. Separate them. Then rinse immediately. Some of us will wash clothes and keep them, pile them up until we finish washing. Then you now start rinsing. Don't forget that those clothes that you wash first, the soap will have dried again on them. By the time and that will take effect on the color. And some of these, especially detergent, they have some chemicals in them that are very, very harsh. The chemical will keep the clothes will keep reacting to that chemical while you are waiting, when it's waiting for you to wash other clothes, before you rinse it. So you rinse immediately. Even after rinsing, you can then pile up. Rinse immediately, and don't rinse bright colored with dark colors. Rinse them separately. Rinse immediately before you start piling up. Then another thing you must take note of is you change the water for rinsing. As you rinse, once the water is getting foamy and you are seeing leather on top of the water, you change it to a new one. Then you can keep that one aside, to wash maybe like your rags and all that. You can also maximize using the water by using the water you have used to wash clothes to wash your rags. I think that's a good one for we women. Yes, that's a good one. We keep our water, especially for those that are in areas where water is a bit hard to get. Then I think that's all I can take for now. And this is just one part of the 5 parts that I've listed I want to take on how to take care of our clothes. So till we see again in the next clip, let me leave you now. Keep thinking, keep being creative. Think of how to make life better for yourself. Think of the things you can do differently, as in simple things that will not cost you so much. If you sit down to think, you'll be surprised of the ideas that will come out of you. That's the essence of 360 degree, to live our life in a rounded form. You can actually have a bit of everything and still be satisfied and live well and live fine. So keep enjoying your COVID-19 compulsory holiday. Keep social distance. Wash your hand regularly under a running water. Cough into your bent elbow. Use your nose mask if you have to go out. Protect yourself. It's your responsibility. So till we see again in the next clip, I'm saying bye.